Welcome back to Steve Robb Reviews. Today's review, we're talking mouse traps. This is the baby right here. I'm going to talk about this mouse trap, how this is the best mouse trap. And it's also good for rats. And that's the main thing today. I'm going to show you some old style traps and this new style trap. Don't get your finger caught in here. Okay, so I stumbled across this hack because you know what was happening to me? I'll explain it to you. You see inside there that little bait tray? Well, the mice were getting in there and taking my bait, and sometimes I notice I get no activity on the traps, and I go out and take a look, the bait's all gone. I found this so easy hack, and so far, 100% capture rate. Let's go over the bench. I'm going to explain a couple of things to you here that I do that may be a little bit different than you're doing when you're thinking about catching some rats and mice. Let's go over, let's take a look. Well, let's start off with the stuff that we're going to need today. We're going to need the glue gun, a little bit of a clamp, and some tape. And this is the old style. Now maybe some of you have used these before, the Victor. This works awesome for rats. Only rats. Mice will come and take all your bait away every time. And of course, this is no good for rats. And the most it's going to do is they're going to go walk away with your trap. But this will not dispatch a rat, not at all. So I got this marker I've shown here before in the past too. And what I use that for is right in there. So I make these boxes now. So I've got 4 boxes in the backyard. This one here is in the driveway. It's got a little bit of a marker on it here so that in the wintertime you don't want to hit this with your snowblower. So these are the traps that I use. And I will tell you something. They are a lot different than some of the other traps you're going to see on Amazon. I'll put the price I paid in for them traps, and that was many years ago. So I still have 5 left. And you don't go through these traps very often. Maybe you have to replace one because they get really rusty after about maybe 5 years. But when you're thinking about getting one of these, you got to get the one. Let me just grab my tape measure here. And you could see where, well, that's upside down. Okay, so they're about 3 inches wide and about 5 inches long. They do sell some on Amazon that are half the size. They're barely if they're 2 inches, right? Don't get them ones. They're only for mice only. These ones here will do the mice and the rats. And let's just take these traps off here. And I'll show you this little bit of a box and the whole idea behind it for you that have never seen this before. But this is the ideal way. Okay, if we look right there, you could see where the trap is in the loaded position. Let's go over to the box here and we'll take a look. And you could see it's ready to go. And that nice little identifier shows. So when it's snapped, it'll go down and you won't see the yellow flag showing there. But this is just a simple box. And it's made to be just a little bit bigger than inside. And you just pull it right to the end. And that's it. So, I mean, the box part is half of this, because if you're just putting traps out in the open in your backyard, forget it. It's not going to work for you. So let's go over to the trap, and we'll take this one here, and I'll show you what the hack is. Okay, you ready? Here we go. All I've got is just that green painter's tape going all the way around, and it's sitting up about close to a ½ inch. So all I'm doing is just putting some hot glue in here. And of course you don't want to go high enough that you're going to go inside the bait hole, right? So just do a little bit at a time here. And you want to build it up so it's almost at the top of the tape. So it's less than a ½ inch, that's for sure. 3/8 to a ½ inch should be plenty. And this is so easy to do with the glue gun. Now you can see I'm getting close to the hole there. So I'll stop right there. I'll bring you back when that's cooled down and then we'll take a look. So there's the setup right there. You could see that I've got this pitched on an angle forward. So you can't try and put the glue in when it's level. You have to have a little bit of an angle on this end here. And I just put like an old glue stick here underneath. And of course the clamp, you need that just to hold everything so that the trap stays open and you have no surprises, right? So that's it right there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the tape off and show you how easy it is that the tape comes off great even with the glue hardening up, and it doesn't stick to the tape. Okay, so let's take the tape off and see how easy it comes off. There you go, right there. I got a little bit down the bottom. I'm just going to get a little bit of a screwdriver and take that out. But I'll show you the end result with it all baited up and ready to go. And how this is going to work awesome for all of you that have a problem where, well, the vermin are taking your bait and you think the trap's not working. Well, this mod right here, this little hack with a little bit of hot glue is the ideal thing to resolve that. So there it is right there, and you can definitely see the rays in the top here and the little tray here that comes out that you put the peanut butter in. So what I do is I use peanut butter during the warm weather, and then I switch to bacon grease for the winter. I find that works good for me, but peanut butter is a pretty good safe bet. And that's it right there. I mean, the whole idea behind this is they have to go a little bit higher, and this adds a little bit of weight to the paddle. And for them to reach in there, they have to go a little bit higher up onto here. It changes the fulcrum on the trap, and well, it snaps, and it works every time for me now. What do you think? Well, so far, 100% success. I mean, it's as easy as that, and for all of you that are thinking about, well, what kind of trap you should get, well, I've shown the trap, the little bit of paint on the side, the identifier, because I've got 4 traps in the backyard, one in my driveway. This is the one from my driveway, and game changer right here. So simple, so easy hack. So thanks for joining me here today. Come back again. If you haven't seen this channel before, you're welcome to subscribe and see some interesting things you might not see somewhere else. Cheers.